Ronald Reagan? How did America become great? Why? How did America become great again under Ronald Reagan? How did it become great again?
Because he brought us to where we needed to be. He made us the shining city on the hill.
Well, here's what he said on. I'm going to give you what he said on the 30th anniversary, the 40th anniversary of D-Day. This is the 40th anniversary of D-Day. Do you know what he said? He said, where do we find such great men? Where do they come from? What made this country so great to bring back freedom here in America? Where do these men come from? Where do we find such men? Where we always found them, in our factories, in our home, in our fields, in farms, farm workers, steel workers, people who worked in the coal mines, people who worked in the copper mines, or people who worked behind the register. These people came out of they fulfilled an obligation to defend freedom for liberty, and to fight against the Nazi Gestapo movement, to defend freedom, to make America great, to defend freedom here in America. This is why we here on this day represent the people, the greatest generation. These are the men who these are the boys who took the cliff. These are the men who are here to give their lives so we can have freedom here in America. These are the men who took the cliffs. Where we find such great men, where we always found them, in our homes, in our factories, in our fields.
Yep.
They sacrifice their own the families. It went out of their way to take to defend up in arms against the Nazi Gestapo movement. These are the men who took the cliffs. These are the boys that took the cliffs to defend freedom for America. Then we are here today, united once again, to make sure that freedom is always free, and the ultimate sacrifice is what we honor here today. Thank you.
And he was right. He was absolutely right. Unfortunately, because of the current regime we're under, most of your men that were men are now sitting on their butts. And it's become lazy. They need to have shock treatment to bring them back to being a real American. To have the feelings that they used to have before 2009. Without that, it's we need men that will be men, that will be real Americans. Not these pansies that are in there right now that don't give two craps about this country.
This is what I did today. I went out there and meet the veterans. I saw the war planes. I saw the cost of freedom here in America. I have seen it. And
but yet, if you ask somebody that's in their 30s or 40s or even 50s that's out there on the street right now, what their view is of the veterans from World War II or even Vietnam, what they say is going to tell you what they've learned, what they've been taught, especially by Common Core. Common Core has attempted to remove everything from history from the history books.
One thing I want to mention too is something you mentioned about history. the B-17 Torch, not the B-24 Liberator. I'm talking about the B-17 Torch. You know, the torque gun on top of the airplane, the top torque. The two guns, the two gun torque on top of the B-17. Who made that?
Oh, I have no idea.
Did you know Preston Tucker, the Tucker car, made that happen?
Really?
Yes, the inventor of the Tucker car. Also, he was inventor too of the fastest buggy wagon. Well, actually, it was the ambulance. What was, but of the armory vehicle. But it turned into an ambulance. What they did. It did over. It did over 90 miles an hour. I mean, this truck. I mean, it actually made.
That's
And this is
Is that even in the history books?
It is indeed. It is in the history books. You can read Tucker, Man of His Dreams. This is in this book. You got to pick up a library though. I'm not sure. I know they banned it from Amazon, but I actually picked up at a library. This is 20 years ago. I read this book. Tucker, Man of His Dreams, and I'm waiting. Well, finally got to see the Tucker car 12 years ago. But, however, I never got a clear picture of the tour until today, of the World War II tour. I never got a clear picture of it because it had been too cloudy, too dark, or the light was reflecting so much off the glass where it gave that shine reflection. You couldn't get a clear shot. I've been struggling trying to get a picture for 10 years about this. 10 years now. 10 years struggling trying to get the right picture of the torque, believe it or not. Just the torque gun until today. We actually got it. We actually got the right picture. We actually got the clear picture of the gun torque on top of the B-17. Took us 10 years to do it.
Why did Amazon ban the book?
Why did Amazon want to ban the book? Well, I can tell you why. There's the same reason why they want to ban also Rising the Riches by Henry Ford too as well. Because these people cared about this country. They understood the understanding of what the creativity and also freedom, free enterprise, on how to create jobs, industry, with people without having a college degree. And that goes against everything that Obama wants to give us right now, because you have to have a degree for being a caregiver. You got to have a degree for being a well worker now. You have to have a degree to sweep off, operate a street sweeper. You have to have a degree to sweep, to pick up horse dung off the sidewalk now. You gotta have a degree for that, by the way. You gotta have a degree to actually pick up horse dung off the street now. Yes, you do.
Well, that's like you have to have a degree to do customer service work.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous. The training is all the same. You're either trained to do a certain job, or you're not. Why do you need a degree?
They want you to go. The reason why is because remember Obama mandated that the college education it needs to be raised. Number one, you need to raise the bar. People need to go back to school to get job training again. Remember he said this, and this is one thing he mandated under executive order, which is totally unconstitutional. This is an impeachable offense, and why hasn't Congress man up or woman up to do so and impeach this guy from the bench? Why haven't they done that? I can tell you why. Because they're getting money from the lobbyists. They're getting money from the super PACs and some of these delegates who are supporting the liberal establishment.
I think they're also afraid of being called racist because he's the first black president, and they're going to say, "Oh, you want him impeached because he's black."
Yeah.
No, I want him impeached because he doesn't belong where he is.
Nothing to do with race. It's a qualification of the person who's in office.
Exactly.
And this is why Trump is only going to make things worse for America. He's not going to. He is not going to make America great again. He's going to destroy making this country great again. That's what he's going to do. He's going to destroy making this country great again.